The list of Kenyans appealing to the government to help them trace the whereabouts of their loved ones allegedly recruited by unlicensed agencies and flown out of the country to serve as soldiers in Russia continues to grow by the day.
The latest involves a family from Kasipul in Homa Bay County who say their son, Duncan Otieno, who left Kenya after being promised a job in Turkey, only to end up in Russia as a combatant. The Kamba was coming out.
Yeah, Sawa. Combatant. Sawa.
Has vanished.
Duncan Otieno spent the day in Kasipul with the family and brings us this report.
Days after families from Mombasa and Busia came forward seeking answers about how their loved ones ended up in Russia, some reported dead.
The person you've called is not reachable.
Others missing. Another family in Oyugis is now living in pain and uncertainty. Well, for the past 3 months, quite a number of families have been reaching out in search of their kins across the country who were recruited by unknown agents to Russia. And that's the reason why we are in Nyandiwa village in Kasipul constituency to speak to the family of Duncan Otieno, an ex-soldier who went to Russia, but 8 months down the line, they are yet to know his whereabouts. This is the homestead of Mzee Harrison Juma Okeyo, a retired army officer. As we arrived, silence filled the homestead. The family sat huddled together, clashing photographs of their lost son and brother, the only reminder of a life that left home with hope, never to return. In April last year, Duncan left this very homestead headed for Nairobi after being promised employment in Istanbul, Turkey. What the family did not know is that this journey will turn into a nightmare. After receiving a flight ticket, Duncan and others were flown to Istanbul before being transported to Russia and forced into military combat.
Sasa naomba serikali anisaidie kutafuta bwanangu ili nimpate. Hata kama amekufa, waniambie tu nimzike. Siwezi kaa hivi bila kujua mali yako. Maisha ni ngumu sana bila dani. Serikali tu nisaidie kwenye nitampata. Hiyo tu ndio maombi yangu.
She says a man identified only as Festus was mentioned as the main recruiter who coordinated the movement of the youth from Kenya to Russia.
Niliuliza Festus kama ameona Dan. Jibu yenye alinijibu ati hajawahi wasikia tangu waende. Hajawahi wasikia.
Namna kujua pale hako ni ngumu. So namna kuinvestigate kitu ambaye naweza kufanya nimeshindwa unless serikali aingie ajue pale anaweza kupatikana alafu aeleze what's happening at home.
These images sent from Russia show Duncan dressed in military gear. They are now the only visual memory his family holds onto. Adding to the pain, Duncan never got the chance to be informed of his mother's death. She was laid to rest as the family hoped, prayed, and waited for a call that never came.
Russia, tujui vile alienda Russia because hata hakupatia embassy ya Russia. So kile kitu tunaomba tu tujue mali ndugu yangu wako, kama serikali inaweza saidia atusaidie tujue ule ndugu yangu mali yako.
The big question remains, who is behind this network allegedly recruiting Kenyans illegally and sending them to fight in a foreign war? And how many more families are suffering in silence? Duncan Otieno, Citizen TV.